got really excited about seeing Snart again, and then I quickly realized, oh, it's a flashback. Then I got sad. So I thought this was actually a really good episode. Mirror Master was cool. Not my favorite villain in the comics, but I think they did him justice here. The top was equally well done. I like how they matched the color theme from the comics with the top in this show without it being overkill. But with a few exceptions, they appear to know how to make great costumes on this show. Even Jesse's costume was much better than what I thought it would be. I wasn't really sold on the glowing eyes effect, but the disorientation special effects were awesome. And I know they're just trying to keep Tom in the show because Tom's amazing. I love Tom as Harrison Wells. But when they decided, oh hey, let's grab a Harrison from another Earth, I instantly thought, that is a terrible idea. Stop dragging people from other Earths to your Earth. Stop promoting that shit. Barry is incredibly impressionable, and we already know he's not beyond kidnapping people. I'm gonna miss this Harrison though. Cisco and his dynamic was so much fun to watch. The bromance was so real. The naming competition and Cisco being so mad when Harrison got to Mirror Master was one of the better moments of the episode. I want more Cisco Harry naming competitions. And despite not liking his not phrase, which I'm so thankful they didn't overplay and didn't have him do this episode, I will miss his other hilarious lines, such as Jackwagon. That's just some really good name calling right there. I'm also sad to see a man go that has such wisdom as, you can't trust mimes. I'm not sure about the new Harrison. Like they said, they've never had the combination of nice and not evil, but I don't know. I don't exactly like him. I like this Harrison Wells that we already have, and the new guy, maybe it's his hat. I don't like his hat, but I am under the strong belief that every human being should be able to dress the way that makes them happy and makes them comfortable. So if he likes that hat, by God, you wear that hat. Also, I'm a hat racist. Holy shit, was the relationship drama out of control this episode. I know it's the CW, so relationship drama is pretty much par for the course. It got a little bit too much this episode, I think. There was too much going on between people's relationships. But this relationship drama did give us two really awesome moments. One, the pillow on Barry's lap after making out with Iris and Joe coming home was an incredibly nice touch and funny as fuck. Two, the awkward conversation between Joe and Barry. When Joe says, "Barry, I love you," how Barry responded, "I love you too," was just delivered so well. The entire conversation was just awkward gold. And this episode actually felt a lot funnier than usual. I always think the Flash episodes are funny, but this one, I don't know if it was just the dialogue or maybe the setups. This episode seemed way funnier than any episode I've seen in a long time. Oh, and one thing that wasn't supposed to be funny, but I cracked up at, was when Iris and Barry were together and Barry tells Iris, "I have everything I ever wanted." Sorry, Barry's parents. He's over you. He's got pussy now. I feel so bad for Caitlin right now, especially where she decided to cut out her white hair. That was not a good solution. Now, do you think we'll see her being discovered next episode, or will she try to hide even more and either wear bright lipstick or avoid them? And how quickly do you think Cisco will call that shit out? Random thoughts. I really liked this episode, which isn't always the case. They don't always do this. But when the scientist or smarter person said something and the non-scientist didn't understand, instead of having the scientist explain it like he's a goddamn third grader, they just had Joe be like, "Oh, I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to work." And the smart people were like, "Okay, sweet, go back to work. We'll do our own thing. You don't really fucking need to understand this." And they have broken it down like they're goddamn babies before, but I actually really appreciated this episode, how it wasn't that normal, "English, please?" It was fucking English, and you know it was. You're just being a dick. So thank you, CW. You made me really happy with just that little small scene. I can't get enough of Cisco cheese. If you want to train, let's train. Speedster style. Also, did anyone feel bad for Barry when everyone went their own ways and Barry sat at the workstation saying he's gonna look for the metahumans no one else seems to care about? Poor Barry. So those are my thoughts on the most recent episode. Again, I thought it was the funniest episode in quite a while, but what did you think? What did you like and what did you dislike? So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and come back for more TV reviews every week.